Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm the Mighty MC, and for today's show and tell, I'm going to bring you another knife from Trivisa. I've kind of been on a Trivisa kick lately, and I want you guys to remember, I buy all my knives. I don't get anything free. I don't get anything given to me super discounted. So I don't have any reason to push one brand over another. If I ever don't get a knife, let me rephrase that. If I ever get a knife for free that was given to me, I will be very upfront about that. So I pay full price for all these things. Don't tell my wife. Don't be a dick. Okay? So, anyway, what I have here is the Trivisa. I'm going to show it to you because I'm not totally sure how to say it. Ant-Lea? Alright. Anyway. I think Trivisa might be about the best bang for your buck out there right now, especially in the under $50, under $60 category. They've got a lot of cool knives, and I have 4 of them now, and they're all 4 really, really cool. So let's check him out. This is the Trivisa Antliae. Mine's this blue micarta and a 14C28 in. They're all 14C28 in. There is a green micarta and satin blade, and then there's a black on black, which also looks pretty cool. But you know me, I always go blue micarta if I can. And it is really nice micarta. It's soft. It's got a little grip to it. It's not too smooth, not too rough. Okay. Reversible wire pocket clip. That's nice. Exposed liners. So because it's like a medium knife, you don't want it too thin. If you had nested liners, that would probably make this too thin in your hand. But it's a nice width, so it makes it nice and comfortable. There is a micarta back spacer there. It is a button lock there. Multi-deployment. Trivisa's logo on the pivot there. So that's really nice. And it's just a good looking knife. And it's a really good size for me for a pocket knife. So I'm going to deploy it with the rear flipper. We'll look at the blade, then I'll show you the other deployments. So this is the rear flipper into the blade. 14C28 in. Really good looking blade. Nice sharpening choil. Excellent jimping. That jimping sits right where my thumb wants to sit. And that choil lets me get right there. And it's super grippy jimping. Like some of the best I've felt on a knife in a long time. And they really did a nice job of giving you something you can use on the back of this knife to actually give you some traction and some grip. And that's really cool. Okay, so the only billboarding I saw was this 14C28N right here. Nothing else on the actual blade as far as billboarding. So you've got that logo, which is cool, and you've got that little 14C28 in. The button is great. The close, it's really good. So rear flipper, button's great. Now this fuller is really nice. I like it quite a bit for deployment, and the higher I get on it, the better it does. So I hit my own finger there, dumb butt. So it's really nice, and I love a good fuller for that reverse spidey flick, and this one works perfectly. I don't have any problems with it. The thumb, if I get my thumb fat jammed in there, I can slow roll it, but I can't thumb flick it as well without a lot of wrist. But I wouldn't anyway because I really like the fuller, and then of course this top flipper, front flipper, that works really well too. So you've got a ton of ways you can deploy this thing. Just about anything you want. You can also just use the button. That works fantastic. Now with the openings, it doesn't give you the best acoustic feedback. I'm going to put it by the microphone. It's not bad, but I definitely have better acoustic feedback knives. I really like acoustic feedback, but the close gives you that great snap action. So I enjoy that. It's really comfortable in your hand. Like, that's one thing I have to say. It's almost the perfect profile. Like I said, if these small knives, you don't want them too thin, because then, what did I have? The Vosti Griffin. I think it's a cool knife, but the handle is so thin, my hand starts to cramp if I hold it for a long time, because I have to use so much of my grip on it. This one's just about perfect for the size. So let's do some size comparisons while we're talking about that. This is the last one I had. This is the Delphinus. Now, I like this one much better than the Delphinus. I like the size, I like the blade, but the Delphinus is cool too. Totally different kind of knife, liner lock, but as you can see, it's bigger. Oh, there's no lanyard hole in this one. I didn't think about that. Nope, that's okay though. So Delphinus is bigger in the handle, bigger in the blade, just a bigger knife. But I like the Delphinus a lot too. The QSP Penguin. These guys are pretty similar in size, which is very cool. And if you don't have a Penguin, get a damn Penguin. They come in slip joints, button locks, liner locks, titanium, anything you need. But very similar in the blade, very, very similar in the handle. So if you like the size of the Penguin and you have a Penguin, then you will know exactly what you're getting. If you don't have a Penguin, get a damn Penguin. The Ontario Rat, which of course is going to blow it out of the water. The blade is bigger, the handle's bigger. This is just a big knife. So if you're familiar with the Rat, this is for me, a much more pocket-friendly knife. And finally, the one I consider, I'm a Spyderco hater, but this is the perfect EDC size, I think. For me, this is the Native 5 Salt. Not much difference in the blades, a little bit of difference in the handle, but not a whole lot. So I think they're close enough to call just about the same size. And it's not a Spyderco. So that's a plus. Okay, it's a really cool knife, and I really think they're under $50, which is ridiculous for 14C and micarta. And I just think, like last year was Majoran who was killing it with this stuff. And so let's get this guy here for us. Do a weight for you real quick. The weight is 3.4. Not bad for the knife itself. But anyway, you guys, I think these guys have a great value. This is under $50. And for under $50, I don't know if there's a much better knife. I mean, you're at sin cut prices here with some color micarta and 14C28N and a button lock. I just don't know if you can beat this thing. If you think you can, let me know. I'm going to put links to where you can buy it so far. Amazon, I think, only has the black micarta right now. But as of the other day, at least, White Mountain had it. And you can probably get silly cheap at White Mountain. It's probably like $43. And if you don't like it for $43, you and I are breaking up. We can't be friends. I don't know, man. If you don't like this knife for $43, one of us is making bad decisions, either me or you. It's probably me. That's okay. Let's do a quick sharpness test. I know you guys want to see cooler stuff cut. I'm thinking of some other things I can get without like really beating up the knives. So this is just a piece of paper. Decent. It's decent. Now I have had sharper knives. Oh, that wasn't good at all, was it? But it's not bad. I wouldn't be afraid to carry it like this. I've had some that are a little sharper, but they're probably also a thinner blade stock because it does get kind of thick there at the back. So anyway, you guys, Trivisa. This is the Trivisa Antliae, and I really encourage you. I think I'm going to buy the one in black micarta for work because I do not want to get this beautiful blue micarta dirty at work. So I think I will probably go ahead and buy the black also, even though I don't love the black blade. I wish they had a satin blade with a black micarta handle, but I bet you Trivisa does not care what I want. Anyway, you guys, this is the Trivisa Antliae, I think, and I am the Mighty MC. I will try to find links to any place I can find to get them for you, because I know Amazon has the black, and I think White Mountain. So one other thing I wanted to tell you, so they do have a two-tone blade, like Best Tech does sometimes, where part of it's black and part of it's satin. And I did see this blue micarta in that two-tone blade. That's not my thing, but it did look cool. So if that is your thing, then that knife does exist. It's the same blue micarta with a two-tone blade. And I'll see if I can find a link to that one. And I'll call it out in the description for you guys. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you survived this crazy ice storm. We really didn't get an ice storm here in Ohio. We just got some rain and people who apparently don't know how to drive in rain or snow or any other kind of non-perfect weather. I'm the Mighty MC. This is the Trivisa Antliae. I'll talk to you guys soon.